Cagle from Midwest Fillers. We're here today. Got a customer that wants us to run a sample of their product through the machine. This is our programmable machine. The machine is set up today the way that it will come out of the box when you receive your machine. So I want to start from here to show you what I do when I'm testing a new product through the machine. So first step is to make sure everything's working on the machine. The only difference with this machine and yours is the fact that we have feet on this machine, and you'll have to install the feet on your machine. You will have a package in your box with your machine that has 4 feet on it. You'll have to attach them to the machine. Very simple process. First step is plug your machine in and turn it on. When I turn the machine on, you'll see the counter. The yellow number on the counter is 110. That is the number I use when I'm testing the machine out. So that is normal to see that. The red number should read 0 when you turn the machine on. The yellow number is a number where we program it into the machine to stop at that number. The red number is the actual counts as it's going to that number. With the motor turned off, the red number should be at 0 because we've just started the machine up for a cold start, and it will start. When I turn the motor on, the auger rotates and the numbers advance. When you're first testing the machine, you don't want to have product in your machine. We want to go through all this test without product in the machine, and that's why I would normally, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Normally I would have a container underneath the exit spout to show, to catch any product. In this case, we're just testing the machine out. We don't need the container. Okay, now, once again, cycle start, hit cycle start. This should go to 0, and it should run through another cycle. I run cycle start, that goes to 0, and it's counting up, stops at 110, so that's working properly. Then we have a top off button. A top off button is just what it sounds like. It tops off the product if we don't quite get enough into dispense. So as you press this top off switch in, it'll stay active as long as you hold it in. As soon as you let it off, it'll shut the machine off. So you just push jog it, and you can run the machine just slightly, or if you push it and hold it, you'll run a lot of product through your machine. This is handy to empty a machine out that you're finished filling all your containers and you have a product left in the machine. If you want to change out your product or whatever you may want to do, you can dump all your product out into a container and run your machine dry that way. One other thing I want to share with you while I'm here is with the machine running, I got the top off machine button dispense, the speed control, slow and fast. Now you can go all the way to off or as fast as the machine goes, which is about 340 RPMs. For the purpose of these demonstrations and tests, I like to run this in the middle, right about medium speed. But take note that the slower you run this, the more accurate your dispense is going to be. So what we're going to do today is we're going to test the accuracy of the dispense and the ease of dispense through this customer's product, which is an Epsom salts based product. So at this time, we're going to load the product in the machine. So when we load the product in the machine, the first thing we need to do is remove the spinner plate. The spinner plate is a plate that's underneath here that's attached to the auger that stops your product from running right through the machine if it's free-flowing product. 80 to 90% of the products out there do not need the spinner plate in place. We try to make this machine universal so that it works for most people out there. That's the reason we include the spinner plate. In order to remove the spinner plate, you loosen these screws approximately 5 turns, and this funnel comes out. Now underneath here, and I'll show you in just a second, is a spinner plate, and there's a T-handle on the spinner plate. It's attached to the bottom of the auger. I am loosening that T-handle counterclockwise and removing it from the auger. Now, if you can see here, there's a spinner plate and there's a T-nut. This goes through the spinner plate and that attaches to the bottom of the auger. Okay, now that we have that removed, now we will pour some product in the machine. Well, excuse me, first we need to put this funnel back on place. Now that we have the funnel back in place, we will pour some product through here and to see if it's going to run out or not. We don't know it yet whether we need the spinner plate or not. Never use the spinner plate unless you absolutely have to. You're going to be more accurate without spinner plate. Because I'm going to pour product through and I don't know if it's going to run out or not, I'm going to put a container underneath here to catch anything that runs out if the product runs out. Okay, I've got some product and I have it in a pint jar. And I'm going to hold my hand underneath the bottom. I want to see if there's any product run out. Now, there was a little dribble of product. You can see the little product there, slight dribble of product. That is normal. So you want to put a container underneath there. This product is going to run through this machine just fine without a spinner plate on. Now, you see I got no more product out that time. The reason that was because it was filling the auger up, and a little bit of it ran out. I'm going to put a quarter or two of product in this machine to give it, so we can give it a good sample. Okay, I've got a quart or so of this product in the machine. And now I want to run it and test it to see if it'll run through the machine properly. I want to tarry my scale. We don't need this quite yet, but I want one other step. Now that everything's ready to go, I'm going to push the top off button, jog it just a little bit, and I want to see if the product is going to run through the machine okay or not. Now I'm just jogging it. So I want to make sure it's going to run through. Looks like it runs through. It runs on, spills out just a touch. That's normal. It looks like it's going to run through just fine. So I'm going to put this product back in the machine. Now I'm going to cycle it up. Now once again, I have this programmed to 110. So it's going to go until the counter reaches 110. Okay, go to the down low. Now it looks like I've got 7.4 ounces of product dispensed. Let's just say that our target is 8 ounces. Let's first of all, now I got 7.4. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. I want to run this 2 or 3 times to see if it's consistent or not. So I've run this. This is my second time. 7.5. Run another cycle. 7.4. So I'm getting 7.4 to 7.5 ounces of product. So in order to adjust this number accordingly, you have to take the number, which is 110, divide it by the number of ounces that you want, which is 7.4. We were getting 7.4, 7.5. I would like to run a little bit more than a little bit less. We can tweak the number a little bit in just a minute. You'll be able to see that. But I'm going to use, we want to increase the dispense by 0.6 of an ounce. So what I will do is I'll take 110, I'll divide that by 7.4, and with that number, I'll multiply times 0.6, because that's how much I want to increase the number. Well, I've done that, and that number is 14. So now I'm going to increase this number, this green number here, to 114, or excuse me, to 14, which is be 124. So I just hit this yellow arrow, and it highlights all these numbers, a list of numbers down here. Now, I don't know if you can see it flash or not, but this first number is flashing. So this is up and this is down. So I want to increase that number to 4. Now this next number, I'm going to cursor over to this next number, and I want to increase that number to 2. And then I want to hit the mode key. And now the next time I run a dispense, this counter is going to go to 124. Okay. Now I got to carry my scale out. Now when I hit this dispense, it should be close to 8.0 ounces. .3, so I missed it. So let's see if it's consistent or not. Remember I was 6/10 of an ounce under, and now I'm 3/10 of an ounce over. So I went about a third, half again as much. So I moved it 14 counts. So I'm going to drop it down now about 4 or 5 counts. So I'm going to go back up here to the number. I'm going to lower this number by about 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to try that number now to see if we have a dispense closer to 8.0 ounces. .9 ounces. .9 ounces. Looks like I should have moved it 4 instead of, 4 instead of 5. .9 ounces. I'm going to increase this one number, maybe 2. I'm at 121 now. Because I'd rather give the customer 1/10 of an ounce more than 1/10 of an ounce less. .8. Now we're going to test, now that we have our number set correctly, now we're going to test for accuracy. So that's 8.0, 8.1, .9, 8.0. Okay, so this demonstration shows that we have a variation of plus or minus 0.1 ounce, and that the product flows very consistently through, and we have no issue without the spinner plate. So my recommendations to this customer would be run this product through about medium speed and with no spinner plate. Now if we slow this down, the accuracy will be closer to almost no variation. Or if we speed this up, we can have a little more variation, but in the dispense. But my recommendation is about medium speed, and it looks like this product's going to run through just fine. Thank you. Any questions or concerns? Call me at any time. Steve Cagle, Midwest Fillers, 309-657-2957. Thank you.